Hey everybody, it's Father Corrigan, and I'd like to say hello as we begin to enter into this weekend, which celebrates the fifth Sunday in the season of Easter. Pentecost is only 3 weeks from now. I'm thinking of two important groups of people this weekend. First of all, I'm thinking of our second graders who should have been making First Communion this morning, and we are very sad that we were not able to do that today. But as our families have already heard, both from Darlene and myself, we're going to work very hard to make sure that that takes place in a very expedient and beautiful manner. I know that for June and July and August and September and October, as is the case with most of us, um, as pastor here, I have put all personal plans on hold, and I will be here for the duration. So, whatever we can do in order to facilitate these sacraments, that is going to be our very first priority. Um, and we'll do that. We'll do that in a very good way. Also, I'd like to think of another important group of people because it is Mother's Day weekend. I'm thinking about all of those people in our past. Sometimes, if we're lucky, it has been our birth mother, our natural mother, our adopted mother. Sometimes, maybe a sister, an aunt. Occasionally, maybe a religious woman or any person who has been loving and nurturing and kind and help mediate the grace of God in our lives. And we think of them all particularly on this weekend. Whether they are living or whether they are not, they are all in our hearts on this particular weekend. With regard to what's going on in the Diocese of Cleveland right now, we don't exactly know what that is. I know that this week the diocese will be releasing some kind of plan for a gradual resumption of public worship. And I believe there's going to be quite a bit of discretion left to the individual pastors with regard to exactly how that's going to roll out. Our parish, since we have a large demographic falling within various risk groups. Even your pastor is in a couple of those groups. I think that you can be assured that our rollout is going to be among the slowest within the diocese, but we will conform to whatever the diocese tells us we should be doing. Personally, I have some very serious doubts about how quickly this is rolling out. I think it would be good to look at the graphs and the numbers that Dr. Amy Acton provides for us, maybe around May 25th, because by that point, we'll have some kind of indication as to what the recent reopening of businesses has been that took place this past Monday. So, no matter what anybody says, the virus is still out there and it doesn't go away just because we get tired of being locked down. So we're going to be really careful with regard to whatever we do. And I'll have more information on that next weekend because by then the guidelines from the diocese will have been published. I do hope that everyone is streaming liturgy somewhere. I've been recommending a Resurrection Solon because they have such a good setup for that, um, which we do not at this point. Um, and I know that Father Draga is an excellent presider and homilist. People are going other places, and that's all right. I do think that once we resume public worship and once we get some people in church, it's almost incumbent upon us at that time to offer a stream to the people that are home. But I think that needs to be done professionally and with more than just an iPhone and you know, a a digital package that's online or something like that. So we're going to have to think about a budget for that and install a decent camera and get it on the internet and figure out how to do that in a very professional manner. So I'm going to start working on that this week, and I would certainly be interested in any help that anybody could provide in that respect. I'm thinking actually of the same kind of setup that they have at Resurrection Solon with the interface that seems to be working for them extremely well. Um, but it's going to take some time and some investment in order to make that happen. So once again, to our dear second graders and to all of those who are thinking about their mothers this weekend, we send our very best. And I think when we do resume liturgy, I know one thing, we're not going to be doing a handshake sign of peace. So we'll be preserving our special St. Victor sign of peace, which is in American Sign Language. May the peace of Christ be with you and also with you. Bye, everybody.